Welcome to another boring meal. Episode 7. Episode 7, because I know we have a dozen episodes up right now, long form episodes up right now. We got a gazillion shorts going on. I haven't said welcome to another boring meal in a minute. Oh my goodness. We've been doing a lot, y'all. So this isn't my usual setup, totally different camera, but I was like, my post-production team, they're itching and begging for something. So, and I'm feeling it. This is me showing up at my most authentic self. So let's go ahead and get into it. They know that I've been, and some of you may know, I've just been going through transitions, immersing myself into my new academic program. Yes, my most recent academic program. That's what I'm doing. That's been a little totalizing for the last few months, but in a good way. I'm meeting some awesome people, learning a lot. I'm literally taking a break from my literature right now, and I have to pull a miracle out my ass for a proposal tonight at 7 p.m. for a lecture. So yeah, let me eat real quick. I figured I would eat and just chat with y'all and talk through what's been on my minds lately while I kind of look over these notes and do a few different things at one time. So yes, this will be a prequel to the official episode, transitioning episode, or maybe that'll just be episode 8. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. We're here. This is what we have. We just gonna roll with it. So I want to know, actually, so let me just let y'all know what's on my plate real quick. We've got protein going on here. So we have some sardines, we have boiled eggs, we have blueberries, we have pineapple, and we have some marinated beets. Yeah, all of that is going on. For the sardines, we're getting our omega-3s, boiled eggs, that's a complete protein, marinated beets, folate, and cell repair. Or folate for cell repair. And it also provides nitrates for blood flow. So better workouts for my bodybuilding gurus and my fitness buffs. Beets are where it's at if you really want that pump. And then of course, blueberries for your antioxidants. Full of antioxidants and fiber. Blueberries are full of fiber. And then of course you have the pineapples, which is a really good fruit for digestion. It has the enzyme Bromelain in it, which actually helps break down protein. So yeah, it's a pretty complete plate here. We have slow carbs, protein, healthy fats, all that. It looks crazy, but this is where we're at. It's like a grown woman wellness plate. So let's get into what's been on my mind. A theme, actually. Y'all can let me know if it's been a theme for you all. But something that's been coming up a lot for me lately is just realizing how much adventure has like lived inside of me. Not chaos, not recklessness. Just like this quiet urge to keep expanding, to keep growing, to keep evolving, and to keep stepping into the next version of myself. It's been the adventure of becoming my true self. And for so long, I think I misread that. I thought it was pressure. I thought it was restlessness or something being wrong with me altogether. Or not really being wrong with me, but just like sheer anxiousness. But now I think I'm more grounded now that my life is a little quieter. Now I can finally see it for what it is. But yeah, I guess it's just been my spirit asking me to grow. So let's go ahead and take a bite of this Beets. And then there's the burdens part. You know how sometimes you assume you're carrying something heavy because you've been holding it for so long? That was me. I had created this idea that as I was like weighed down, as I was overwhelmed, that I had all these responsibilities or emotional loads I had to keep managing. And that went on for years. But when I actually slowed down over the last 2.5 years, I got out of survival mode, sat with myself, and I realized I didn't have as many burdens as I thought I did. It was all in my head. It was all my own doing. I was causing my own suffering, literally suffering at the hands of my own self. So as I examined all these burdens, so-called burdens, and maybe I'll just stop calling them burdens, but maybe just the baggage, I'll call it baggage. As I started to examine it and really start trimming the fat, a lot of it dissolved, just old stories. Some belong to past versions of myself and some weren't even mine to begin with. That is what really got to me. The ones that didn't have anything to do with me. And I just take it on, and we do that. We tend to do that. So if that's you, sit down with yourself, do some reflecting, and take inventory of what weighs you down. Take inventory of your baggage. Is it self-inflicted? Are you giving more of yourself than you need to a particular situation, or more energy than you need to a particular situation, person, place, thing, whatever? Just examine it a little bit. And when you notice that you're not carrying as much weight as you imagine, you start moving differently. Your energy gets better, your decisions get clearer. You stop trying to compensate for heaviness that's no longer there. Another thing I came to realize this year was another eye-opener. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on. I'm gonna eat my sardines for this one. I have my hot sauce and some lemon. I'm tripping. Put some hot sauce and lemon on there. My grandma used to tear sardines up. Snacks, like literally snack on them, or crackers, and she give it to me and my sisters, my cousins, whoever was over at the house. No stranger to sardines. They're really, really, really good. Recently, I learned that people cook them. I've never seen them cooked. I've always seen them eating like a freaking hors d'oeuvre or like a snack, like straight out the can. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe not. I don't know. I like them like this. I like them straight out of the can. Room temp with hot sauce or mustard. I don't have any regular yellow mustard either. But yeah, so getting into the third thing. So there was another eye-opener. Another eye-opener for me. This would be number 3, I guess. But like in a different way. It was an eye-opener, but like I realized I didn't have as many friends as I thought I did. Shit's crazy. Like I just realized it. And it isn't good or bad. It just is, right? But it was an eye-opener for sure. It just kind of told me where intimacy actually exists in my life and where consistency exists in my life, where reciprocity exists. And I didn't attach pain or disappointment to it. I just accepted it as information. And sometimes that's kind of how you have to look at sudden losses of people in your life or certain energies in your life. Sometimes it just is. One thing I will say, one piece of advice, is that you do not need a lot of people in your life. Like for me, I love being alone. I think clearer, I accomplish more. I think conflating validation with having a lot of people too in your life. Like I'm just better off doing what it is that I say I'm gonna do when I wanna do it. You know, you're better off doing that versus having to announce, versus having to check in, versus having to see if it's right or not. Nobody's gonna know what the right fit for you is until you take a step into that or onto that path. So yeah, I love my own attention. I love my own intuition. Listen to your freaking intuition too. Learn to listen to it. I love my own presence. And honestly, that's been enough for me. I think I'm just rambling. Maybe not. I've definitely gotten comfortable with things fading gently. Not every connection needs to be revived, analyzed, or fought for. Some things are allowed to complete their cycle without drama. Some doors are allowed to stay closed. And I think the universe has been making space around me, not to isolate me, but to protect me. So some things aren't necessarily losses. Some things are just protection. That's what I wanted to share with y'all. When you're starting to feel shifts, it's probably the universe making room for you to grow without the noise. A lot of us already have a lot of noise in our head. Listening to this video, you're gonna have noise in your head if you listen to it. But yeah, so learning what to keep and what to data dump for sure is self-care. That's wellness. Wellness isn't, if it's a latte for you, because sometimes a latte is a wellness save for me when I can go step out and go get some coffee when I step out of the house or whatever. Or when I'm shopping or doing whatever, my errands. That's like a part of my little self-care day and whatever. But what true self-care is learning what to keep and what to data dump, how to refresh, learning to refresh yourself like a computer, like any kind of operating system. Your life is an operating system. Your body, your soul, all those things. So regulating your nervous system, refreshing your operating system. You need to do those things. That's discipline, that's nourishment, that's medicine, that's self-care. And yeah, I don't know who's watching this, but if you are watching this, I'm giving you a virtual hug. And that's all for today. I'm gonna go finish eating this and I gotta go jump on a meeting. So yeah, bye.